Yo, there's probably a couple of reasons why you clicked on this video. You saw my amazing thumbnail. Yes, it's my first one. Props to me, I made it myself. They will get better in the future. But, speaking on top of that, whatever, probably a couple of reasons why you clicked on this video. You're a struggling fresh spawn that's trying to beat Titus by themselves because they don't have any friends, and they're not rich enough to pay someone to help them. Or, you're my friends. Hi guys, I love you guys. You guys are always watching my videos. I really appreciate that. But speaking about Titus, now this build was primarily let's speak. Wow, I might be stupid, but this build was primarily made for like PvE in general. But I added a little bit of things so I can fight Titus easier by myself. This build has Phoenix Flames, and once I go Etheron, it does a bit of M1 damage, like I think 50, right? 51, like base. And like when I have multipliers on, it does like 65, I think. I forgot. But this build is really, I guess, tanky. It's a little bit of a tank. More into like damage. And it can survive very well. Like if I get knocked, it's up below my, it's probably like I'm not gonna get gripped if I'm in a big room. But if I'm in a small room, yeah, he's just gonna be throwing me in the corner. But this build is pretty good for Titus. If y'all want, I can put the build in the description so y'all can use it for yourselves too. But let me get on with the video. Teach you how to fight Titus.
I'll have a second audio.
When going into the dungeon, you want to make sure that you have the Legion's intelligence. You get it by having really high rep with the Legion and, talking to the girl at the Legion camp. If you don't have this, you cannot fight Titus. There's no way you're fighting him. Another thing is, when you're fighting him by yourself, you want to at least have a bell that makes you not take as much damage, like Secret Field, M1 damage variant, because these guys do a lot of damage. God, it makes you feel squishy. It makes you feel like you're a freshie fighting 20 max levels. But my personal choice is Corrupted Payback. Although I don't have Corrupted Payback on this build, if you have Corrupted Payback, you can just let them hit you, and if you're low, you can heal. Another good one would be Run It Back. I would really recommend that. Run It Back is pretty good. Unless you're like so good at the game, you don't need it. For like damaging those, I would say Shardbow. Shardbow's pretty good. Does like 1,000 damage in PvE. That's pretty much it for the bows. Equipment. Now the equipment you want to have when you're fighting Titus is like just niche ones, that gimmick ones. You don't have to go for a whole HP pack because I don't even need it. So a really important thing you want to have, it's optional though, is Tyrant Pendant. If you don't know what Tyrant Pendant does, it basically makes you immune to fall damage until you have accumulated 2 deaths worth of fall damage. Like if I was dropped at max height and I went all the way down, I would only take about 3% because a little bit of the damage does get bypassed, but that's about it. And then it'll go on for why can't I speak? It'll go on cooldown for 2 minutes at least. Another thing about the Titus boss, when you're fighting him, he'll do a couple of moves, pretty easy to fight against. His green moves, always parryable. Always try to parry, you get like a free M1. His roar, easy to parry. His grab, I would say just do 2 M1s since you're heavy. Or if you're not heavy, a couple of M1s. And then stop and wait until what he does next. His red moves, you already know, you have to dodge those. I'll say for the charge up hit, you would want to wait a second, and then fat roll or roll cancel because he might do another move. His kick. When he's when you're far away from him, do a one to block and wait until he comes up to you. Now if you don't have enough posture, you can always just wait until it's you can get a free hit and then do a critical. But only do a critical after his green moves. Just to be safe. His purple moves. Oh my god. There's a dark purple and just a normal purple. I can't tell the difference sometimes. So I decide to just dodge every time. His slam down that has 3 AoE pulls in things. I don't know. You can dodge the first one and then jump in the air. Or just not be on the ground in general. That's pretty easy to avoid. His other one, he has another slam down. It's an evasive type of thing. You don't take damage from it, but if you have Corrupted Payback, that will heal you a lot for some reason. He has another move, the grab, the throw, the infamous throw. It goes past everything. Do not try to use payback. Do not try to use Run It Back. None of that. It will go past that, and then you would get hit with a follow-up kick that you can sometimes block if you're not thrown into a wall. He has another red move. It's a dash slam. I usually fat roll it because it's really hard to defend, but if he hits a wall, you can get a free M1 off of it. No, a couple M1s, not just one. So that's free damage right there. And that's pretty much for his first stage. Now his second stage. Oh my god, this man starts spamming. You get fewer M1s in, but it's more or less like easier to fight against because in his base he'll M1 and the hitbox is insane for that. I don't know why. But you would want to go to the 2. If you kept the prisoners alive, right? If you killed everything, and then there should be 2 prisoners next to his cell on the right, you can kill those when he's like in his cutscene or whatever, and reset your weather. It's like so helpful. You can reset your weather and stuff. So for his base, well, not his base, his awakening, you want to go into the big room. You can't heal because you're solo. Why would you try to heal and the stuff is going to be falling on top of you? So you want to go to that big giant room and watch out for that stuff because the stuff from the ceiling literally does a lot of damage. After that, you just, fight her normally. Oh, I'm so forgetful. Anyways, another thing about him going into mode, he has an additional, extra movesets. He has, these black lightning ball thingies that can auto-grip you. A lot of his moves can auto-grip, by the way. Anything that's, red or slams down, it auto-grips you. His throw, auto-grips. His, little, kicks slam down, auto-grips. And another move, he has an extra, purple move that you're supposed to dodge or not be on the ground floor. You have to roll or, go into the air. He also can use his bell down. Yes, he has, the course divider, the new bell, whatever. I remember when that jug was actually pretty good. But anyways, since I'm done with explaining, I can now show you how the Titus Toucher himself can do it solo with a touchpad.
Yes, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. And I got Young Shu. Mmm. Mmm. That is how you solo with the Butterball Rama build. Anyways, I will be making a video since I can solo this now, right? I will be making a video about how the new oath or whatever, because I want it, and why not make a video on it? Pretty small YouTube creator. I'm so tough too, so smart, and shout out to my homeboy Kai. He really helped me out. I did not know they take away my wither. Although he doesn't do this with me, I'm very grateful, very grateful